Yo, what's good, guys? This is HicksMMAandFitness. First off, I just want to say that my eye is not as bad as it looks. It doesn't hurt, it's just swollen. And I want to talk about losing. It sucks. It's not fun. It is not a great feeling, but at the same time, you can't dwell on losing. You have to push forward. It might suck in the moment, but you cannot be stuck on the past because you will not progress in the future. And I want to talk about the 4 things I've learned from losing. The first thing I've done wrong in my match was I was not composed. I got way too excited. I feel like this is like one of the main contributing factors because it's been a little over a year since I've competed because life got in the way and I was unable to compete. And me just really hyping myself up, like, man, like I'm gonna hurt this guy. I'm gonna like knock him out. I'm gonna have some ill intentions, which led to me not sticking to the game plan. Instead of me sticking to the game plan, I really didn't listen to my coaches. I came really over aggressive and wild. That's like probably the main thing that cost me a match. And number 2, my opponent was a southpaw. And I am orthodox. So orthodox versus southpaw. Southpaw definitely has an advantage over orthodox fighters like myself. So with me not being composed and really not like paying attention, so I would just circle to the power hand, which is my opponent's left hand. So, you know, I'm over here being overly aggressive, circling, and damn, I get caught, and I got dropped for an 8 count. And I was like, you know, I was still in the fight, and I was just being overly aggressive. And the third thing is that I kept ducking my head. This won't be a bad thing in boxing alone, because boxing, you only gotta worry about the hands, right? So I was doing Muay Thai Kickboxing, so I gotta worry about elbows, knees, kicks. And me being 5'7", competing at cruiserweight, which is 186 to 195, my opponent is 6'2". And mind you, the way I look at it, the bigger they are, the harder they fall. So the combination of me being overly aggressive and me circling to my opponent's power side because he's a southpaw and me dipping my head, that's literally a recipe for disaster. So in looking back at the footage, I basically gave my opponent a free knockout. And mind you, I wasn't out cold. Let's just say that a body kick turned into a knee. And that shit hurt like a motherfucker. And I was able to get back up from that, and it is what it is. And the last thing I've learned is that I got to fight at a lower weight class because I weighed in at 190 pounds. I rehydrated back up to 201.5 pounds. And my opponent weighed in at 193, but you look at the guy, he was probably walking around like 210, 215 at 6'2". So yeah, my next fight, I want it to be my MMA debut, and I want to compete at 170. And you know, throughout my career, as I keep consistently making 170, if my body allows me to make the weight cut to 155, then I'll compete at 155. And another thing I really took away from this learning experience is that I need to work more on technique, stay more composed, because I already know I have the power. Now I just need to work on defense, head movement, and footwork, and basically technique. So that's pretty much it. And also get into a newer weight class. And like I said, losing sucks. Nobody doesn't want to lose, but however, I feel like it is necessary for growth and change. What happened to me, I'm glad it happened to me right now versus later on in my career when I go pro. And plus I was kickboxing, so I definitely learned a hard lesson. And pretty much is 4 things I learned from taking my loss, you know, as an amateur. So with that being said, guys, like, comment, share, subscribe, and it will definitely help out the algorithm so you can reach out to more people that want to get into martial arts and fitness. With that being said, this is HicksMMAandFitness, signing out. Peace. Bye.